Hey friends, in this video we are going to talk about our vocabulary strategy for the week, which is context clues. Now context clues are very important when we are reading a story because sometimes the words may be a little confusing. We need to figure out what was going on. So all you need are your looking eyes and your listening ears. So we're going to look at a couple pages from our big literature book, When Daddy's Truck Picks Me Up, and we're going to use some context clues to figure out what is going on. So the first page that we're going to go to is on page 21. And it says, stuck in heavy traffic, engine running hot. Now when I think about the words that I just read, heavy traffic, it's really confusing to me because you can't weigh traffic. You can't take traffic and put it on a scale. So I have to look at the pictures to try to figure out what heavy traffic means. And when I look at the pictures, I see that there are cars all the way back and around and around. There are cars all over the road. So I can use context clues to figure out that heavy traffic means that there are a lot of cars on the road, and it means there is a lot of traffic. Let's look at another example. Let's head to page 18. On page 18, it says, shifting down to first gear, taking that bridge real slow, crawling like a giant snail, still a way to go. Now, I know one thing that we need to know is that but in this sentence, when we see the word like, it's telling us that it's comparing two things. So we know that at this point in time that this page is talking about Dad who is on the bridge. And so we know that he is what we are talking about, right? But like is telling us that the author is comparing Dad and his truck to what comes afterwards, which is a giant snail. So for some of my friends who may not know what a snail looks like, let's just quickly look at how a snail is moving. My question to my friends is the snail moving fast or is the snail moving slow? He's moving very slow. And so we can use our context clues or use our background knowledge about a snail to help us understand that while Dad is on this bridge, he is crawling like a giant snail. And he's moving very slowly. Just like the snail is in this picture. Let's look at two more examples of how we can use context clues to figure out what the words mean. Let's go to page 12. Now page 12 says at the top, thundering through the tunnel, headlights help to see. This first word, thundering. Can a truck make lightning and thunder? No, it cannot. But if we think about the sound that thunder makes, and luckily, I have a video up with the sound of thunder. So listen and hear what sounds you hear as you listen to the thunder. Does thunder sound like something that is quiet or something that is very, very loud? It's something that is very, very loud. So thinking about our background knowledge that we have about what thunder sounds like, we can visualize and put a picture in our minds, and we can hear the truck as it goes through this tunnel making this loud thundering sound. So using the word thundering, that allows us to use our context clues to hear how loud the truck really is at this point in the story. One final example. Our last example comes from page 13, and it says, crawling through the tunnel, burrowing like a mole, going darker and deeper into the big, big hole. Now, a mole is an animal that loves to dig. And here I have a video of what a mole does when they are in their habitat or in their home. So as you can see right here, this is a mole and he is burrowing through the ground. What do you think burrowing means as we look at this picture, as we look at this video of this mole who is burrowing? What do we think that it means? Well, I think that it means that he is moving dirt. He is moving dirt. But in the story, is the little boy digging and moving dirt? No, he's not digging and moving dirt, but he is crawling, right? Just like our mole friend was. And so the phrase burrowing like a mole, when we use our background knowledge as to what moles do when they are in a tunnel, we can visualize, we can close our eyes and make a picture in our mind of the little boy going and crawling through this dark, dark hole. And he can't see anything that's going on, just like in the video that we have shown. Never forget, friends, that you can always, always, always use your background knowledge, stuff that you already know, and the pictures to help figure out what the words mean in a story. Have fun reading.